Well, it was a close one this morning. I was laying there and I heard the garbage truck and I'm like, oh, is today trash? So I jumped out of bed and ran and got the trash can and brought it out there just in time. If I could have videoed it, I would have, but I didn't. So I had to tell you guys about it, which is not as entertaining, but you know. I almost ate a bug. Ew. I don't have a car to work on right now. I have a leaf blower. Okay, so I'm still coughing up stuff. And every time I cough, I feel really, really faint. So I shouldn't cough and drive. It should be illegal to cough and drive. Wow. So anyway, yeah, a customer brought me a leaf blower, and he's like, hey, if you can get it running, great. You know, if not, no big deal, because I'd have to buy a new one anyway. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm kind of experimenting. I haven't had a lot of experience on two-stroke engines. However, they're pretty freaking simplistic. So yeah, so I've already had the carburetor apart on this one, and I cleaned it. I cleaned the spark plug, which for the problem it's having, it should be fine. And now I'm looking into the fuel issue, because the fuel doesn't smell like fuel anymore. And I realize that it's a mixture with gas and oil, but it doesn't smell, it smells like old nasty fuel. So I think the volatility of the fuel is substandard. Did you know that fuel is manufactured for the season? Did you know that? So that summer fuel won't work that good in winter, and vice versa. You could actually have runnability problems. And fuel does not store forever. It eventually loses its explosive properties and it ends up becoming varnish. Doesn't do anybody any good, and it gets that kind of off, nasty smell. I mean, I like the smell of gas, quite honestly. Can't you tell, man? I love the smell of gas, man. Anyway, make sure that you get rid of all of your summer gas before summer's over, and your winter and fall gas. Yeah. Yay, I'm at Lowe's. But not for haunt stuff. Going around right now to find tools, because I usually don't work on two-stroke engines. I just don't, so I don't have tools for them, and unfortunately, to adjust the carburetor on this one, I need to have a special tool that obviously, like Lowe's or your Home Depot or, you know, places like that, they don't have this tool. I am working against the clock right now because I also have to pick my son up in T-minus 51 minutes. Yeah, I know, right? And I'm all the way across town, and it's starting to get, oh, sorry. I was watching this truck turn, and they were flipping off this other truck. I'm like, that's really rude. Apparently they're friends, and they were just giving each other poop. It's like, oh look, they've got a news truck out there for some reason. I wonder what kind of story they're doing. I might be on TV. I should stand in the background and be like, hey! The visit went great. Now that I'm feeling better, I need to try and concentrate again on the track. I know you guys have heard this, like, how many times have you heard this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, you've heard this like at least 7 times. With that being said, because that's another one of the phrases I say all the time. All the time. What do I need to do? I need to, oh yeah, I need to get this, and I need to get the track up, just like that, almost straight up perpendicular with this other track, using this piece here that I've so skillfully crafted and put together. You see that? Look at that. And let's see, I've got that, and I've got a couple of these little, those things, and excuse you, out, thank you, sit. Oh, I didn't say lay down, but okay. Lay down. How to confuse your dog. I'm already laying down. What do you mean? Is this something new? Are you trying to teach me something new? Oh, I don't want to bite myself. So I need to make these things to attach to this thing so that I can get a couple of those things into the wall and start doing this, because this doesn't take very long. The longest part about this is me procrastinating and talking to you guys about it. A lot of people once told me that once you retire, the days just run into each other because you no longer have that set schedule of, you know, Monday through Friday, you wake up at this time, you go to work, you come home, you miss that schedule. And I will say that being self-employed is almost the same thing, because I lose track of the days because I also don't have that routine. I work when people come to me and that need things. Anyway, I know I digress. I'm sorry. We're in the same room, looking at the same thing, and it's still looking the exact same because I haven't done anything, and I've got to. Oh, actually, I digress. I have. See, I did this. There you go. Progress right there. I've got 2 in there, and I'd actually pre-made those 2 last week sometime. Well, okay, not last week, but a while ago. Let's just say a while ago. And I did just confirm that this goes up about this high, which is excellent because it's got like probably from right here to engage that track piece, or the chain. I just got through finishing with the last spacer for this, so this will put a cap on it for tonight. So I've got, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, and this will be the 4th spacer. Usually I don't put that many in there, but I like to do them like every other blank one. So skip this one here, skip this one here, but then I've got this end one up here that needs stability because this is where the track comes over, and it has a little bit of pull on it from the chain. So I have to make sure that she's nice and stable and stuff, and you know what I'm talking about and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff. So I gotta stop talking again and put this stuff together. Are you getting this okay? Are you going to take over for me when I can't do this anymore? Or are you just waiting to like eat one of the plastic pieces when it falls on the ground? Or are you just going to sit there and stare at me? Alright. Okay. A little awkward. So here's what this thing's going to look like, kind of, guys. When it's all kind of said and done, that track right there will come down and meet up with this one. So this will be one more that will be on the wall. So there'll be that one and that. It'll go up to there, over to this one, and then it'll go down this one. Spits it out at the end right there. And I'm either going to have another chain up there, or else I'm also going to look into possibly one of those, and I don't even know what the heck they're called. I want to call them a spitter. Simply because they just spit the car through. They like accelerate it. They got like little wheels that go really fast and just like pew, spit the car out, because that would give it enough oomph to go up there without having to do another chain thing, because that'll make a total of four chains on this thing. So anyway, yeah, that's it. We're done for tonight. Yay, progress. Love it. And let's see. So here is the roller coaster point of view. Not with those sound effects. The real sound effects are better. But all the way up the top, and bam, there you are. And then this is the last passenger in the back car looking down and being like, oh my god, it's so fun, it's so high up. And now it's time for cock, because that's what we do at the end of the night, so that I can comment on what you guys have said and bring you guys into a part of what we're doing here. But usually, because we have so many comments now, I've been answering questions. That's usually how it goes. So if I don't read your comment, then you didn't ask a question. Pretty much. Cap Zone 2. Hump Day Comment War Day 1948 first. Yes, sir, you were. Congratulations to you. Little Giles. Ghost fish for aquariums? Why, yes, they do. Ghost glass cat. I won't have to look into that. On another note, the Sweet Pea and Morning Glory you bought are both climbing vine plants. No way. Serious? Well, this should be interesting. The Energized. You should light the fire more often, so cozy looking and cheaper than using gas. I'll answer this in another person's comment because somebody else asked the same question. Riot Starter, it was Riot Starter B. Why don't you use your fireplace more instead of freezing? And P.S. in the dark, your house looked like a scene from a horror movie. Yes, that's awesome. No, because the fireplace is extremely inefficient at heating because it needs air for the fire. So it takes the air from the room and it uses it, and then it goes up the chimney. So it's very, very inefficient for heating anything, and it just doesn't make sense. Besides, I need the wood for campfires during the summertime anyway. Halloween haunts. You should write down all the Halloween-related projects you plan on doing this year and write down the cost for everything you need to buy and see how much it will be, and possibly do a GoFundMe for that. I would donate to that for sure. Well, no, I won't do that because the GoFundMe that I have going right now for my son, he comes first before anything else. Anything. So yeah, so that's what I need the money for now. Yeah. Yard of Terror, Kentucky, glad to be watching the vlog. Well, yes, congratulations. Welcome back. Emerald Gypsy Heart, where can we find pallets? Pallets are where you find them. I'd recommend checking Craigslist in the free section and even posting it if you want to post like a want ad for free in Craigslist. And then checking with some of the, especially more the mom and pop kind of stores that use pallets for their deliveries. And finally, Crazed Haunter 24. Hey Troy, I think you should try to do a haunt prop project and complete in 2 weeks until you finish them all. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, there's this little thing called adulting that needs to happen. You know, money, job, child. Yeah, all that stuff that has to happen first. So that's probably not going to happen. But it would be nice to have a goal like that. So happy haunting, guys. It's bedtime. I love bedtime. I never used to like bedtime. I don't like going to bed. But once it gets to that point, I love putting my head down, closing my eyes, getting all snuggled up in your blankets and all comfy cozy. And then just, that's the last thing that I usually remember. Because I go to sleep within like a minute of my head hitting the pillow. Literally. I mean, sometimes even less. Sometimes I fall asleep before I hit the pillow. Happy haunting, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for coming to HalloweenHellmouth. Y'all come back now, you hear?